Hi students, welcome everyone to discuss chemistry. Today we are going to continue chemical kinetics lesson number 7 from 12th standard volume 1. We are going to discuss about integrated rate law. The word integrated is represent combined. So from this topic we may discuss combined form of rate law. Consider a chemical reaction X moles of A which gives product B. We may write a rate expression for the above equation. Rate is equal to disappearance of changing concentration of A with respect to time change, or according to rate law, rate determination is always possible. Rate law, rate of the reaction is directly proportional to concentration A to the power of X, or rate of the same reaction which is equal to proportionality sign can be replaced by using constant is called rate constant into concentration A to the power of X. Now we combine these two laws to identify rate of the reaction. Rate which is equal to disappearance of changing concentration of A with respect to time difference, or is equal to rate constant into concentration A to the power of X. The combined form of these two laws are otherwise called as integrated form of rate law. From this integrated form of rate law, X is order with respect to concentration A. In similar way, this combined form of rate law which can explain deeply about rate of the reaction, but it cannot be explained at the instant time what's the concentration present. So to identify the concentration present at the particular instant, we can develop this rate expression at a particular order. On the basis of this integrated rate law, we can discuss rate constant and T half values of first and zeroth order reactions simultaneously. First order reaction. Zero order reaction. Define first order reaction. First order reaction. Consider a chemical reaction A which gives B, or a product. In same reaction is present in zeroth order reaction, A giving product B. From the above equation, rate of the reaction is directly proportional to first power of concentration of the reaction only is called first order reaction. Here order of the reaction may found 1 is called first order reaction. The same way, rate of the reaction is directly proportional to concentration to the power 0 is called zero order reaction. Proportionality constant can be replaced by using constant. So rate which is equal to K into A to the power of 1. This is rate law for first order reaction. From here, 1 is order with respect to concentration A. In similar way, K is rate constant of first order reaction. The same way, zeroth order reaction, rate that is equal to by the substitution of k by the replacement of proportionality constant a to the power of 0. Anything to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So rate can be rewritten as is equal to k. From zeroth order reaction, rate of the reaction is independent of initial concentration or do not depend initial concentration values. Okay, this is considered as reaction equation number 1. In the same way, rate expression determination is always possible on the above equation. That means rate of the reaction, which is equal to disappearance of concentration of A with respect to time difference dt. Here zeroth order reaction rate, which is equal to disappearance of changing concentration of A with respect to time difference. Okay, this is considered as equation number 2. Combine or join or integrate these two equations, equation number 1 and 2. Rate of the reaction, which is equal to disappearance of changing concentration of A with respect to time difference is equal to k into concentration A to the power 1. In the same way, for a zeroth order reaction, rate, which is equal to minus d concentration A divided by dt is equal to k. This is a combined form of equation 1 and 2. This combined form is otherwise known as integrated form of rate law for zeroth and first order reaction. The above equations are present in differential form. To cancelling the differential form, and we get exact value of k by by integrating the above equation. Okay, integrate the above equation. Minus d concentration A divided by dt is equal to k into concentration A. In the same way, minus d concentration A divided by dt is equal to k. Just rearranging this equation, that means concentration terms are shift in one side, minus d concentration of A divided by concentration A, which is equal to k into dt, minus d concentration A, which is equal to k into dt. Now we are going to integrate by applying limits, initial and final values of concentration A and time. Integration of minus of d concentration A divided by dt, A concentration, which is equal to k into integration of dt. Initially the concentration is considered as A naught and the final concentration is considered as A. In similar way, initial time is considered as 0, final time is considered as t. The same conditions should be applied in zeroth order reaction also. So minus of integration of d concentration A, which is equal to k into integration of dt. Limits, initially concentration considered as A naught and final concentration is considered as A. Same way, time 0 to t. The integrated value of dA divided by A is minus ln A concentration by applying limit, initially A naught and final concentration A, which is equal to k into the integrated value of dt, that means which is approximately equal to dx is equal to x. So dt is equal to t, applying limit 0 to t. In same way, the zeroth order reaction, the integration value is integration of dx is equal to x. So integration of dA is equal to A concentration minus present before the equation, so minus concentration of A. Limit values are initially A0 and final A concentration, which is equal to K into T 0 to T. Okay, substituting initial and final value of this equations, minus ln final minus initial, so final value ln A concentration minus of one more minus which is already present in the formula, minus of ln final concentration, sorry, initial concentration A, which is equal to K into final time T minus of K into 0, which is considered as 0. In the same way here, applying time limits and concentration limits, minus of A concentration minus into minus of A0 concentration, which is equal to KT plus 0, minus into minus plus, so positive term write first, ln A0 concentration minus of ln A concentration, which is equal to KT. In the same way, for a zeroth order reaction, A0 concentration positive term write first, minus A concentration, which is equal to KT. This is considered as equation number 3. This is helpful to find out a type of slope and intercept obtained in the reaction which is matched with straight line equation y is equal to mx plus c, that will be discussed later. For a zeroth order reaction, K rate constant will be obtained just shifting time in left hand side, so K is equal to A0 concentration minus of A concentration divided by T. Finally, we can calculate a rate constant of zeroth order reaction. In the same way, taking ln on common, ln A0 divided by A concentration, A0 concentration divided by A concentration, which is equal to KT. Just we get K when T is shift in left hand side, 1 by T into ln of A0 concentration divided by A concentration. Substituting ln value for the above equation, ln is equal to 2.303 into log. For the above expression, K, which is equal to 2.303 divided by T into ln, can be replaced by using 2.303 into log of A0 concentration divided by A concentration. This is a final expression of rate constant identification of first order reaction. For the above rate constant determination, A0 concentration is known as initial concentration of the reactant, and A concentration is the final concentration of the reactants. T is known as time. Equation 3 in the form of straight line, that means y is equal to mx plus c. Equation 3 for first order reaction is nothing but ln A0 concentration minus ln A concentration, which is equal to Kt. In the similar way, for a zeroth order reaction, A naught concentration minus A concentration, which is equal to Kt. Okay, just rearranging this equation, we get ln A value. Ln A, which is equal to ln A naught concentration minus of Kt, or Y is equal to C plus mx. In the same way, here A concentration, which is equal to minus of Kt plus A naught concentration. This is also matched with straight line equation. Y is equal to C plus mx. Okay, suppose we plot a graph against ln A versus t, time t, which gives a negative slope. In same way, for a zeroth order reaction, plotted graph against concentration A versus time t. In the sense, they are giving positive slope. Half-life period. The period represents time t. The half represents present half value. So we can discuss t half of life of the concentration term or initial concentration term. Half-life period t half is explain life of concentration of the substance. That means it is a time taken when initial concentration A naught can be reduced by half of its initial value. The simplest definition of T half is the time required for the reactant concentration to reach 1/2 of its initial value. That means initial concentration may found A naught, which is present half. At that time, we can note time. It's called T half. It is possible to find out T half values for first order and zeroth order reaction separately by using its rate constant value. Rate constant for a first order reaction is K is equal to 2.303 divided by T into log of A naught initial concentration divided by final concentration A. In the same way, for a zeroth order reaction, rate constant is equal to initial concentration minus final concentration divided by T. Suppose we take initial concentration of reaction is reduced by 2. That means A naught concentration present half. So A naught initial concentration, final concentration A is taken to be A naught divided by 2, and T is taken to be T half of the both terms. Here also A concentration, which is equal to A naught divided by 2. In the same way, time is noted as T half. Substituting these two values in the above equation, K, which is equal to 2.303 divided by T into log of A naught divided by A naught concentration divided by 2. I already told T is taken to be T half. So T half. The same way, for zeroth order reaction, K is equal to A naught concentration minus of A naught concentration by 2 overall divided by T half. Now we are going to calculate only T half value, just rearranging this equation. T half, which is equal to 2.303 divided by K, into log of A naught divided by A naught should be cancelled, 2 present in numerator. In same way, for a zeroth order reaction, K, which is equal to 2 into A naught, 2 into A naught concentration minus of A naught concentration divided by 2. Suppose K is come right hand side, in similar way T half is exchanged. In the sense, T half is equal to 2 A concentration minus of A naught concentration divided by 2 into K. Substituting log 2 value for the first order reaction, log 2, which is equal to 0.3010. Substituting this value in the above equation, T half, which is equal to 2.303 divided by K into 0.3010. Multiplying these two values, we can get T half value, that is equal to 0.6923321 divided by K. This is a 0 T half value for first order reaction. In the same way, for a zeroth order reaction, T half, which is equal to 2 A naught minus A, which is equal to A naught divided by 2K. There is no concentration term present in T half value of first order reaction. So this first order reaction, T half value is independent or do not depends initial concentration A naught. In similar way, zeroth order reaction, A naught is present, so it depends A naught concentration or initial concentration of the reactant. In the similar way, we can predict the value of unit value of T half. Here K only present, so the unit value of first order reaction is nothing but second inverse. Unit of T half, second inverse. For a zeroth order reaction, T half is directly proportional to initial concentration of the reactant. This is one more question. This is also one more question. Classification of reaction rate. Based on order, reaction rate will be classified into many types. For this one, first we can discuss zero order reaction, and then first order reaction, then second order reaction, nth order reaction, and pseudo order reaction. Zero order reaction. If any reaction rate of the reaction is directly proportional to concentration A to the power 0 is called a zeroth order reaction. That means rate of the reaction is independent of initial concentration. If any reaction rate of the reaction is directly proportional to concentration to the power 1, that means power of concentration may present 1 is called a first order reaction. Here 1 is order with respect to concentration A. The same way second order, rate of reaction is directly proportional to concentration to the power 2. If any reaction power terms present twice or 2, the 2 is called second order reaction. The same way, rate of reaction is directly proportional to concentration A to the power of n is called nth order reaction. Pseudo order that we'll discuss deeply later. In all the rate reactions, the proportionality can be replaced by using some constant is called rate constant. Rate, which is equal to substituting K by the replacement of proportionality sign, is called zero order rate constant into A to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So we not mention A concentration. And also rate of reaction, which is equal to K into A. To distinguish both of them, K subscript 0 or K0 is the indication of 0th order, K1 is the indication of first order. The same way, second order reaction rate, which is equal to K into concentration A square. Here K is mentioned as 2. In similar way, for nth order reaction, rate, which is equal to K, this is nth order reaction, so we write Kn, and the concentration to the power n. It is always possible to find out unit of rate constant on the above terms. For zeroth order reaction, rate is equal to rate constant K. We already discussed about unit of rate, which is nothing but mole liter inverse second inverse. It is applicable for zeroth order also, because rate is equal to rate constant K. If rate gives unit value mole liter inverse second inverse, in the sense that always equal to rate constant of zeroth order reaction. In the same way, for first order reaction, rate is equal to K into A concentration to the power 1. So just rearranging this equation, K, which is equal to rate divided by concentration to the power 1. Here K, which is equal to, we already know the unit of rate mole liter inverse second inverse. Substituting this value, mole liter inverse second inverse divided by concentration, which is measured by means of moles per liter or liter inverse. Cancelling these two, finally we get second inverse as the unit of rate constant for first order reaction. In similar way, for a second order reaction, K, which is equal to rate divided by concentration A square. The same way, substituting unit values of these separate terms, rate moles liter inverse second inverse divided by mole liter inverse the whole square. Square and the numerator term will be cancelled. So the unit of second order rate constant is equal to liter mole inverse second inverse or mole inverse liter second inverse. The same way we can write rate determination for unit determination for nth order also. For nth order, rate constant K, which is equal to rate divided by concentration A to the power of n. From first and second zeroth order, the unit of nth order rate constant, which is equal to mole 1 minus n liter n minus 1 second inverse. This is a generalized unit measurement formula for any order reaction, that means 0, first, second and nth order. From the above unit measurements, the unit of rate constant value of 0th order is separate 1 mark question. In same way, unit of first order rate constant separate 1 mark question. Second order also separate 1 mark question. And the generalized unit measurement will be used in NEET also, 1 mark. Pseudo order reaction. Consider more number of reactant are present in the reaction species. In this reaction, it is highly impossible to find out or study the concentration of the each reaction should be altered during the chemical reaction. These difficulties mostly present in higher order reaction only. To avoid this difficulty, the higher order reaction can experimentally convert into lower order by taking excess of any one reactant concentration term. Is called pseudo order reaction. So pseudo order reaction is helpful to study the kinetics of higher order reaction by convert higher order into lower order. That conversion is called pseudo order reaction. Pseudo order reaction is simply defined as higher order reaction can be altered to a lower order reaction by taking one of the reactant concentration in large excess. The same pseudo order is said to be pseudo first order when the word higher can be converted into second and lower can be converted into first. So a second order reaction can be altered to a first order reaction by taking one of the reactant concentration large excess. Is called pseudo first order reaction. Pseudo first order reaction can be explained with the simplest example. Consider acid hydrolase of ester. When methyl acetate CH3COOCH3 is hydrolyzed, that means addition with water in presence of acid, they can convert into acid CH3COOH and CH3OH as alcohol, methyl alcohol. Methyl acetate decomposes in presence of water to produce acid, acetic acid and also alcohol. Methyl acetate present in aqueous medium, water is a liquid, and acetic acid present in aqueous and alcohol present in aqueous. From this reaction we can write rate on the basis of rate law. Rate of the above equation is defined as the product of rate constant and the concentration of the reactants, that means ester concentration and water concentration, CH3 COO CH3 and H2O concentration. This is a generalized rate determination according to rate law. Now this reaction follows second order kinetics. That means the rate of the reaction which purely depends upon the concentration of the ester and water also. If a water present in large excess of the above reaction, that means we improve the dilution of the reaction. That means what happen? The water concentration may approaches constant value. So water concentration, H2O concentration may assign as constant value K. Substituting this in the above equation, rate of the reaction which is equal to K, which is present already as a rate constant, and concentration of ester CH3COOCH3 may found, and in presence of large excess of water they also produce some constant value. So when we multiply two constant values, in the sense they produce one more new constant, so K into K, which produces K dash. So rate of the above reaction is equal to K dash into concentration of ester COOCH3. Now the same reaction can be follows first order kinetics, because the rate of the reaction only depends upon the concentration of the ester alone, not a water molecule. Here K dash, that dash indicates presence of pseudo order, and also the constant K dash is referred as pseudo first order rate constant. After taking large excess of water, the reaction follows first order, so the overall rate of this reaction can follows first order. It is otherwise said to be pseudo first order reaction.